Glory, glory, Manchester United. You all welcome back to another episode. This is actually the first episode of this podcast. So, we'll be analyzing the last match we had with West Ham, which was kind of disappointing, but there's nothing we could have done to change the situation or to change the moment because it has happened already. So by the way, we can only just talk about it, analyze, see our mistakes and our effort, and to commend our effort as well. So we'll be reading some articles regarding the match. So there's one by Matt O'Connor Simpson. It says West Ham took revenge for their Premier League defeat to Manchester United on Sunday by knocking the Red Devils out of the Carabao Cup on Wednesday night, unfortunately. So Manuel Lanzini scored the only goal of the game to condemn Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's side to an EFL Cup exit on the first order. The visitors started strongly and took a deserved lead inside 10 minutes. Ryan Fredericks did fantastically in the build-up, monitoring to the byline before pulling it back for Manuel Lanzini to slide home. Soon after, Jesse Lingard had a strong shout for a penalty turned down by John Moss, with Mark Noble grabbing a handful of his shirt and shot on his way to the deck inside the area. Lingard was involved heavily throughout the half, having a pair of good efforts kept out by Alfonso Areola, while Alex Telles also went close. After the break, United pressed for an equalizer with Diego Dalot fizzing a shot just wide and Sancho also threatening. Substitute Mason Greenwood then had a one-on-one well kept out by Areola. Bruno Fernandes was then brought on as the hosts grew increasingly desperate, but they could not break down the Hammers' stubborn rearguard. It was in fact West Ham who went closest to grabbing the second goal before full time, with Adria Yarmolenko and Noble missing great chances. Man, the match was... I don't really know what to say because it seems we're not actually desperate to win a cup. I don't know, but we as a team, we need the cup. But I think the coach himself, or the manager, is not treating the situation like we need a trophy. He's treating it like he's trying to give his best, but it's not going after something. I don't know. He's kind of nonchalant. But by the way, I just hope everything changes on the long run. So we want to know about the ratings, we want to know the players that performed and the players that flopped. So we go started from Dean Anderson. He was good with his hands. He came up for the corner at the end, which was fun. So we'll give him 5 out of 10. Diego Dalot, he looked rusty at times, making wrong decision in the final third, and so crazy. We'll give him a 5 also. Lindelof is terrific in the air. His passing was good, so we'll give him 7. And Eric Bailey, after a long wait on the bench, he also played, and he had a couple of rash decisions, but he did well for the most part. He tried his best, and it was obvious, so he did well. So we'll give him a 6 over 10. And Alex Telles also, he was beaten too easily, and that was what came up in the build-up of the first goal. So we'll give him a 5 also. So to the midfielders, Juan Mata played. And I'm thinking about something about Mata. I think if Mata has more playing time in the team, he would really impact the team in a very better way because he's more matured in handling the ball, he's focused, and he's determined also. So I feel the coach should just try to give Mata more playing time in the team. So give me a 6 also over 10. Nemanja Matic rode back the years with few driving runs forward where he faded, always getting tired. I don't know why. But give me 5 also. Van der Beek it was totally unusual for Van der Beek to be that kind of Van der Beek, because I think if you are not playing the ball too often, you become less confident with the ball, and I think that's what happened to Van der Beek, because the guy is a very good player, but prior to the last game he didn't perform well, so give me 5 also. So to the forward, we have Jadon Sancho. Said it was quiet after a while, but it was promising because he forced attack a couple of times and was really good on the ball. So give me 5 also. Martial, too rusty. Another game without no goal. Our striker is on goals drought. Very crazy. We also get better on the way. Well, give me 5 also. It's a Lingard, my man. The real G. So he's trying to make something happen. So he's desperate, and he should have had the penalty in the first half. I don't know why the referees are treating our players or our team badly. They are not actually favouring us, as people would say they were, like, as it were, or as it was last season. And I saw an article again also talking about Ole complaining about Jurgen Klopp being the reason why we are not giving enough penalties, giving our deserved penalties, because since the beginning of the season we've had countless of penalties and we've not been awarded one, which is also disappointing, because I think the penalties also increase the morals of the players, because if our players have a go through a penalty, I think they become more motivated to attack the more and to go after more goals. But whichever way it is, we hope the situation turns around for good for us this season, because we need a fucking trophy. And to the substitute, Greenwood, he came on and was very smooth with the ball. He will give me 5/10. Bruno Fernandes at the center of everything, so it's smooth, 6/10 also. And the rest of people that also performed well, I think the team performed quite average, but we could have done better due to the fact that we played West Ham in our Premier League game, so, and they lost to us. So we're thinking also in their own mind too, they want to revenge. They want to win back, even if it's a goal or a penalty or whatever it is, even if it's a rusty goal, a good goal, a bad goal, they would want to win back in any way. So that's that for that article. And now I just saw another article that says, will Solskjaer ever win a trophy for Manchester United? Which is a very troubling thought for we as a Manchester United fan. I think Solskjaer has been with us for about 3 to 4 years now, and we have been on top of many things. Like last season we got to the final of Europa Cup. I think last 2 seasons we made it to the semi-finals of the Champions League. Last season we also the runner-up in the Premier League. But these stats are not enough. We need a trophy. So now the article says, with Solskjaer ever, so let's look into it and let's read the article to analyze what it says. Manchester United were dumped out of the EFL Cup on Wednesday United as they lost 1-0 to West Ham at Old Trafford. Okay, blah blah blah. So they say going out of the League Cup is not the end of the world, giving this a competition that's reputation. It's like giving this is a competition that's reputation has plummeted in recent years. However, as well as giving squad players a much needed chance to gain minutes, experience and confidence, it also offered United a chance of silverware. Solskjaer has been manager at the club for what will be 3 years in December, and is still to win a trophy. Okay, I guess the latter was he has been with us for 3 years. So now we want to check his records. at Manchester United. In 2018-19, he finished sixth in the Premier League, reached the quarter-finals of the FA Cup and Champions League, and was dumped out of the third round in the EFL Cup. In 2019, Ole came third and was a semi-finalist in all of the three cup competitions. And that was impressive, but disappointing for us as a fan, because how would we make it up to 3 semi-finals? I won't be able to get to a final. That was bad. But regardless, still our manager, still our man. We wish him all the best for our team. Meanwhile, last season he missed the golden chance to finally win a title as Manchester United lost to heavy underdogs Villarreal in the final of the Europa League, having qualified for the competition after elimination in the group stage of the Champions League. He also made the semis of the EFL Cup, the quarters of the FA Cup, and was second, as I said, in the Premier League. Going this length of time without a trophy as such, a huge and financially powerful club, is simply not acceptable because of the way we are spending money. If we are bringing a lot of players into the team, Ronaldo came into the team this summer. Sancho also came into the team this summer. Varane came into the team this summer. We have been having a lot of transfers, big transfers, major transfers in the league, but man, I think we need to pray for our team. They said this is the reason why former Manchester United manager Jose Mourinho always played strong 11 in the minor cup competition. I think Mourinho is kind of smart with cups, kind of. But with the United out of the EFL Cup and losing the first game of their Champions League campaign, we actually lost to Young Boys 2-1, and we had a red card in the match also. So, being the fact that we are out of the EFL Cup and we lost our first Champions League game, I think our coach is decreasing his chances of getting a trophy this season, because out of the options we have, one is gone. We are left with the rest, and we really want something. And also, we'll be having we'll be meeting what team actually? Aston Villa, yeah. We'll be meeting Aston Villa today by 12:30 GMT +1. So today being Saturday 25th of 2021, Manchester United, Aston Villa will be facing them, and as it is, Ronaldo's goal starts as usual, and I'm definitely sure he's going to score, because he has been the only one scoring for us for a long time now. Not really the only one, but I mean, he has been consistently been on our scoreboard. So we hope to see him do the same again today, because it's our new goal machine. Having Martial becoming overweight and Rashford out of the squad, but thank God Lingard is back, who is determined, stronger and better, kind of. So we really hope for a good match between Manchester United and Aston Villa. So quickly take a look at the Twitter buzzes to know what people are saying on Twitter about the match. Okay, this one says it's expecting Ronaldo to score today. I also